Welcome to Queenstown at SLP 48. We've been helping with Assistance Dogs New Zealand today in our case study, and we just thought we'd show you what they're all about.
Okay, Assistance Dogs New Zealand trains dogs for a variety of different disabilities. This is ADNZ Lady. Lady's going to be one of our breeding stock, we hope, in the future, but as part of that role, we actually introduce her to training to see how she measures up next to her brothers and sisters. So Lady at the moment is being trained in an area of demand that we have at the moment. That's for autism, and so for little children with autism. And as part of that role, some of what we do is a series of desensitisation exercises, which you can see we just do very gently with the dogs to get them accustomed to some more inappropriate touches. The other thing we have is a 5-point harness. The harness that we have on means the dog could effectively pull a sled with that, and so weight is distributed evenly across her body when tension's applied. And what we do is we actually teach the dog to resist any tension that's placed on the harness. So should a child who is tethered to the dog attempt to run away or move, the dog will actually refuse to move. It's really handy in a supermarket when you're trying to get the groceries up onto the conveyor belt, and they'll also do that tethering technique, getting in and out of cars while mum might be otherwise busy. As part of that role, we also teach the dog to do a similar type of resistance behaviour at curb crossings so that everybody's ready to cross the road. If you can imagine that this lead that Wendy's holding would actually be connected to the child, that means that he's actually got, or he or she has actually got freedom to move, so the child's not having to be grabbed or manipulated in every direction, but can actually still freely move around the dog. And ultimately what we find is after a series of doing that, most children will actually end up sitting down beside their dog and petting it. Other behaviours that we may teach the dog are a nudge. We may actually, to get the child's attention, we may teach the dogs to lay on top of the children or snuggle up against them, just to actually provide them with a bit of deep pressure, which a lot of those kids love. We may also, for older children with autism, teach the dogs how to find exits in shopping malls and things, so that basically when the anxiety levels get too high, the dog's actually able to exit them from the environment. So that's a little bit about Assistance Dogs New Zealand and one of the types of dogs that we train for autism on our program. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for joining us, guys, and all the very best. Talk to you soon.